Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Another edition of a little lunchtime fun here, back in the studio here in Elk Grove Village. And thank you guys for tuning in every day. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show, whether you're watching it with on lunch right now, or will you watch it on the other four or five different social media outlets? Don't forget, they're on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page, the Mo Carrara page, which is my personal page. We're on Twitter. I mean, X. Now it's called X. LinkedIn and YouTube. So subscribe to the channel. And thank you guys for watching every day, man. We really do appreciate it. It's a beautiful day. Not so hot today compared to yesterday and Wednesday, how hot it was. So hope you guys weren't outside, and all those people that went to Guns N' Roses, crazy. I think it cooled down later on in the evening, but about 5 o'clock, man, it was still hot. 5 or 6 o'clock, it was still hot. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609. It is Friday, August 25th. The weekend is starting, folks. So I hope you guys are going out and supporting local establishments, going to see some live music. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's go right to our sponsors. Ace is the place. Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville. Buy local, shop local, grill your ace off. Get $20 off any grill purchase. Why wait till next year? Get it now. Put it in the garage and use it a brand new one next year. Still plenty of time to grill. $20 off. Grill your ace off. That's simple, folks. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. And don't forget, they also have almost 50% off outside furniture, patio furniture. Buy it now so you don't have to worry about it next year. That's Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, taking care of neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware. Absolutely, you gotta love them. And let's not forget our good friends, folks, from Gorelli Pavement Service. That's right, our good buddies from Gorelli. Sonny and the crew do an incredible job. And you got to love them because they're local and they've been in business for many years. Over 30 years, Gorelli knows the curb appeal of your home business, largely affected by concrete and asphalt. Gorelli is here to keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal coating, crack filling, and patching. They also do driveways. They service Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. Call Laura or Barb for a free estimate at Gorelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. Tell them Tony O sent you. And our brand new sponsor, Chicago Door LTD. That's right, Chicago Door Limited. They're specializing in residential, commercial, exterior, and interior doors, residential, garage door operators. They've been in business for 40 years. They buy direct from the manufacturers to deliver the highest quality products at the lowest possible prices. You got to love them. Call for a free estimate. Call Alan at 847-641-8552. Senior discounts will go to Chicago edor01 at gmail.com. Ocean's Pit. Oh, yeah. I'm in a good mood. I want to thank everybody that showed up yesterday to Village Tavern Grill. 901 West Wise Road in Schaumburg. We did our live remote. We haven't done one in a while, but we love doing the Village Tavern Pub there, grill. Great food, world-renowned, famous chicken fingers. They gave them free to everybody who showed up for the Ocean's Pit show yesterday, and it was just an incredible day. I need to thank Sonny, of course, and cousin Tommy. Thank you for the tomatoes from your yard and the hot giardiniera peppers. Woo, they're fantastic. And thank you, the General, Albert. It was great seeing Carlo, Ryan Lewis, Nina, and the crew. Thank you for coming out, Jerry Jams. Want to thank the mayor of Schaumburg, Tom Daly, for giving us a little bit of his time talking about Septemberfest. And then JR, folks, the owner RJ, I mean, the owner of Village Tavern, talking to her for a little bit. So everybody did a great job. Thank you, Robin. And everybody who showed up to get the free chicken fingers, Dave Antonelli as well. So it was fun. Thank you. We love doing live remotes and we love promoting local establishments because we always say buy local and shop local. So thank you, everybody from Village Tavern. And we also, let's say hello to some people here today. Laurie Stevens and Franny, great seeing you guys yesterday night at Venutis. Great crowd. Thank Frank and the staff, do a great job. Franny and Laurie, have a nice trip to Branson. Enjoy. Joey Spins in the house. Thank you, Joey, for coming. And yesterday he bought his good friend, Ozzie Guillen Jr., of course, the son of the great Ozzie Guillen, former manager of the world champion Chicago White Sox. And I asked Ozzie, are the White Sox moving? He says no. They have a contract they got to lease. Are they going to call Theo Epstein to help them out? Remember, he was successful in Boston and the Cubs. He gave them both World Championship, World Series, and he doesn't think they're going to call Theo. But we'll have to see, Bon. Thank you, Joey, for being there last night and bringing Ozzie. Great guy. Danny Mazzy. Dave's not missing free chicken fingers. Danny Mazzy's in the house. Buy local, shop local, folks. That's right. Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Oh, my God. Emo, how you doing? Good afternoon. Kathy, always great. Dick, say it again. I will see you tonight. Kathy Ippolito, Pina, Dennis, Lillian, how you guys doing? All right, folks. So I gave you the update. If you didn't tune in yesterday on the Oceans Pit Show live at the Village Tavern, you might want to do that, folks. And I'm just going to give you an update of Mama D. For people who are just tuning in for the first time, my mother-in-law has been in the hospital for the last 3 or 4 months. And then, of course, they moved her to hospice. And usually you think when you're in hospice, it's the end. But for the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, she's been doing very good. Eating, speaking, enjoying conversation, family. But then, and I hate to say this, because you hear horrible stories about stuff like this, about nursing homes, neglecting the patients, and this in hospice, this particular situation, place. And I'm not allowed to say much right now, but I could tell you just a little bit of what happened to Mama D. We almost lost her Thursday. Now, you guys know my wife, Laura, and my sister-in-law, Natalie, go see their moms every day. Their mom every day at the hospice in Elk Grove off of Martha Avenue. And everything was going very well. But a horrible thing. And it's called, the word I'm going to be using here is called neglect, diligency of a worker that's obviously not doing her job correctly. And because of this, we were this close of losing Mama D. When Natalie went to visit her Thursday morning, her oxygen was at 35. She was incoherent. Her arms, her legs were blue. They forgot to plug in the oxygen machine. If Natalie got there any later, who knows what would have happened to Mama D. It took hours for her to recover again and to know everybody was in the building, because we had Joey's little birthday party there, so the whole family came to see her. And of course, these people, these nurses, and the crazy thing about it is they have a meeting with all the doctors and all the staff and everybody there today to find out what's going to happen to this worker that should not be working, should not be taking care of sick people, folks. Because then you go and look at the reviews of this place. Not only was a doctor said the doctor was no good, but this particular nurse had problems in the past. It's on the reviews. And what do? Slap her? Don't do that again? Well, let me tell you something. You know my wife, and you know my sister-in-law, and you know me. And I guarantee you it's not going to be the end of this. No matter what the details, whatever the outcome is today when they meet, she should be fired, not moved to another place so she can do damage over there. She needs to be fired. If something doesn't happen that we're satisfied with, I promise you we will go to the highest level and make sure this lady does not take care of sick people anymore. This woman is so bad she can't even bag groceries. She shouldn't be able to even do that. And I'm going to leave it at that. She should be fired. Thank God that Natalie went there, and thank God that Mama D is doing better. But isn't that a scary situation, folks? When you think it's going to happen naturally because of God's will, whatever it is going to be, but then it was negligence from someone that forgot to plug in the oxygen when she's on oxygen, folks. The easiest thing you think is the oxygen, right? Plug it in, make sure she's breathing, make sure she's getting air, make sure she's getting the oxygen, right? They got the machine there. Horrible. So they have a meeting today at 12 o'clock, my wife Laura, to see what's going to happen here. But the outcome, it's unacceptable. Franny is a great, thank you. Unbelievable, unacceptable. Can't happen. Happy Friday, Mo. Godspeed to Mama D and you and yours. Someone who has this mom and assisted living, that person should be terminated. Gil, thank you. And I hope your mom's doing well. And all your people's moms and dads, if they're still alive, and they're in these kind of places, you got to be there all the time. The one that we bought her to on Martha Street in Elk Grove, cross street from Lection Brothers, is the best one reviewed out of all of them near our area. It's got the best reviews in one way. But then when you look down, this nurse has been, people have complained about her in the past. You know, what do you do? Just slap her hand and move her somewhere else? Or keep her there so she can do more damage? Unacceptable. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with the return of Rhino Ryan tonight. That's an 8 o'clock hit. Tomorrow we'll be at Taverna on Division with Tony Toto. That's an 8 o'clock outside patio. It's supposed to be 75 degrees. It's going to be beautiful. And Sunday, Rat Pack Sunday at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. New hours now, 3:30 to 6:30 instead of 4 to 7. Also, everybody that showed up to Venuti's last night, Yolanda, thank you, and Susan. And it was great seeing everybody there, folks. Sal from Deutsche Power Center, Dave Antonelli, thank you, Dave Zamel. Great seeing Dino from Cousins stop by. We also got to see the great Freddie Hoffman from A La Carte Entertainment. So thank you, Danny, Ramondi, Tony Toto, Jerry Jams. Great job. Rosanna, too. Thanks for coming out. It was a great, great night, and thank you for that. All right, folks. October 7th, Hardcore Italians and the Italian Sports Hall of Fame bring you the Columbus Day Bocce Ball Tournament. It's going to be big, folks. That's Saturday, October 7th, 8 a.m. at the Casa Italiana in Stone Park. Food, games, motorcycle show, car show, and bocce. And I'm proud to say that I'm playing bocce this year. And I've done it. I'm not that good at it, but I'm going to start taking we're going to get together and do some practicing. Because on that team, we'll get my good buddy Danny Mazzi from Armando's. We got Joey Spins, of course, the leader, the ringleader. And then, of course, we got the ace in the hole, Jimmy Marchese from River Cafe, who plays on a league every week. So I know he's good, and he's going to give us some pointers, some tips, so the Oceanettes can come good. But if you want to come to that event, go to eventbrite.com and check out the Hardcore Italian Facebook page. Check it out. Also, folks, we had my good buddy Lenny Rago on a couple days ago from Panino's Pizza, and of course works for Seventh Heaven. Go to Chicago Beef Facebook page. Check out his recipes and stuff. So Lenny did a great job. Thank you, Letty, for doing that. The evening was lots full of thank you so much, Yolanda. You were great. We stopped by to say hello, heading back to the office. Angelo, thank you, my brother. Have a good day at work and have a good weekend, folks. 2024 Chicago Music Cruise. It might sound like a broken record to you, folks, but it's going to be broken if you guys don't join us because we don't have that many rooms left, number one. It's going to happen January 7th to January 14th, 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Royal Caribbean's Wonders of the Sea, the Seven Seas. I'm excited. Orlando, Bahamas, St. Martin, St. Thomas, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, my other band, Mojo's Jukebox, and Seventh Heaven. The leaders, the ringleaders, Richie and the crew. I'm excited. So go to Mary at ntdvacations.com and say, I want to go on that cruise. January 7th to January 14th. Albert, great seeing you yesterday too as well. All right, a couple of things, folks. You are not obligated to set yourself on fire to keep warm. Cut the cord. Go out and be great. Love the quote. I'll say it to you again because I love it so much. You are not obligated to set yourself on fire just to keep warm. You got to cut the cord and go be great. Speaking of great, Angelo Coromato from Naples, Italy, yesterday stopped by and sang a few songs. Him and Anne-Marie, who just got married. Great job, brother. All right. Also, how about a kudos? You know, when you have celebrities that give to charities or they give, sometimes you know who they are. Sometimes they're silent about it. But you got to step up for the great former world champion Floyd Mayweather. I think he still is a champion. I'm not quite sure. But look, he paid for flights, hotels, food, clothes for 70 to 80 different families from Maui during those fires. Isn't that cool? I'm sure a lot of other people did too. I'm hoping they did. But for 80, 70, 80 families, now granted, he's a trillionaire. I don't know, a billionaire, I'm sure. But just that he did that was very, very, very cool. So kudos to Floyd Mayweather. I feel bad for these couple that were getting married, ready to go, try to find a passport. The dog ate it. The dog, there's a couple from Boston ready to leave for the airport. The dog ate the passport. So it just ruined their wedding, put their wedding in jeopardy. I don't know if there's special causes for that. When they get that, they can see maybe the passport's been chewed up. Maybe there's something they can do, but I hate that. I hate that to happen to anybody, man. And very, very bad. Trader Joe's multi-grain crackers recalled because they found rocks in it. Have you noticed it's been happening in places? People like Trader Joe's, Costco, they have a complaint about the Kirkland vodka. It's been tasting bad, so people have been complaining. And McDonald's Happy Meals coming with rocks instead of fries. This has been happening a lot lately. Excuse me, in a lot of different businesses. Jack always cleans all that up. But it's been happening a lot of recalls on stuff. I think short staff. I think some people don't care anymore at some of these jobs. So you got to make sure you watch your stuff. They spend our money like it's theirs. There you go, Michael. Jill, Indiana's in the house. Sam, sorry to hear about your mother-in-law. My mom was there 4 years ago, and there was an Italian woman there that took care of her. Her name was Maria. She was the only one trusted there. You're right, the best place in the area. Thank you, Sam, for your encouraging words there. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Boyd, how sweet it is. That's right, my brother. I hope you're doing well. So thank you, Sam, on that. And this is true, folks, since we're lunchtime right now, some of you probably eating, but 80% of arguments happen because someone didn't eat yet. How true is that? Eat something so you don't attack people. Anyway, Ocean's Pit, a lot of good stuff. Now, next week, folks, Wednesday, August 30th, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle. Next Thursday, I'm going back to my old hometown and Jerry's hometown, Jerry James. We're going to Donnie G's next Thursday, August 31st. But we got a busy weekend next week, folks. Starting off on Friday, September 1st. the Taste of Melrose Park. Main stage will be there, folks, with Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, yours truly, of course, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, and it's going to be from 7 to 8:30 or 7 to 9, I think. Same stage. And then after they're done, me, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto, and I think I'm going to add Danny Ramundi, that would be the regular Tony Ocean show. So 2 shows, one place, next Friday, September 9th, the Taste of Melrose. Peggy does a great job there, and Mayor Ron Serpico. We're right all by the vendors, by the food, by the booze, so you don't have to move, and you can watch the show and enjoy it. The following night, Saturday, September 9th, we're going to the great stage of September Fest in Schaumburg with the main event band, 8 o'clock at night. Jeff Dubray, Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, you gotta love it, Jerry Jams, and of course the incomparable Regina Karma. And we just got news, Grammy Award-winning Irene Michaels will be making an appearance for 1 or 2 songs this next Saturday at September Fest. Irene, love her, fantastic. And then Sunday, to end the Labor Day, to kick off the end of Labor Day weekend, we're going back to the last time in Lake Geneva, the Thirsty Parrot, Lake Como, next Sunday, September 3rd, 3 o'clock. I'm excited about that. It's a great way to get there early, no reservation. It gets crazy. So we're going to be just having fun. Pina, hope to see you there, honey. Ryan Lewis, great to see you and your family yesterday at Village Tavern. All right, folks. So now, let's get to some sponsors if we can. You guys looking for a lawyer? I'm going to call Roy on this situation, but he's one of the best. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law, a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. 708-275-4264. Let's not forget my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. And great seeing my buddy Sal yesterday from Deutz Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutz Power Center, 224-276-6550. It was great seeing my good buddy Anthony and Carmela today from Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. And happy birthday to your mom, Anthony. Trico and Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Tell Javier you want the Tony Ocean special. Send them right to your home. 727-366-7536. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's Friday, the 25th of August. August is done. September already. What was it? 4 weeks. The leaves will fall. 8 weeks. It'll be crispy winter morning. And then 12 weeks is Christmas, folks. It's just flying out the door. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see, make sure we got all that taken care of. Yeah. Angelo, good, Village. All right. Let's see, folks. Charles Martinet. For all you people who love Mario Brothers and the voice of Mario Brothers, Charles Martinet, after 30 years, is retiring. So they're going to be looking for a new Mario. I never seen it, so I couldn't tell you what Mario sounds like. But he did the voice for him. He's retired. Hey, last weekend, folks, in Chicago, 40 shot, 7 killed. Just last weekend in the Windy City. 40 shot, 7 killed. It's like the gunfight OK Corral in the city of Chicago. Sad. President Joe Biden and his wife went to Maui to see the damage of the fires. Little late, don't you think, President? And the residents said like this to him, the people that were there. What took you so long? Had a golf? Sad. And I mentioned this before. I can't stand, look, when social media or newspapers, whatever it is, they make a comment, they promote something. Here's the headline. Here's what gets me. It irks me. A group of 70-year-old black men who went to kindergarten together get together once a month. They took a picture of all seven of them and they said, who cares? Because they're native, because they're, why did they have to say, couldn't they just said, seven 70-year-old men who went to grade school together, a kindergarten together, get together once a month? Why do they have to make it race? Why do they have to say seven of the 70-year-old black American men get together? Why? It's like seven Chinese guys with seven Italians went to go play bocce. Why do they do that? Why do that needs to make headlines? Why does the black men have to be in there? They're just gentlemen. They're men like everybody else. They get together with their buddies that they've been friends with a long time, and they get together. Every nationality does it. Everybody does it. They're men. So just next time, hey, just why don't you just say praise that these guys are still friends? They don't have to just because they're black. I hate when media does this shit. Dennis, that's because of a way of dividing us. Dividing us from what? Why do they need to say stupid shit like that? Why don't you just say, hey, seven men? They're making it seem like the black men can't do it or the black men don't do it. Come on. It's sick. It's stupid. I'm happy they get together. That's cool. That you can actually, you're lucky if you still have all those friends that you still get together with. That I love. But when you have to when you have to put the race in there, when you have to put the nationality, like seven Native Americans got together and had coffee. Really? I don't talk, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I never heard of Oconomowoc till I met my great friend George Tark, of course, who's up in heaven, and Mary watches the show. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. We did some shows up there. It's a beautiful town. They have I think Frank Oz, the guy, I think it's Frank Oz, the guy who invented the Wizard of Oz, whatever. So if you go downtown Oconomowoc, in the middle of town, they have a whole display of Dorothy, Tin Man, Scarecrow, and everybody. Really nice. But anyway, it made the news. The imaginary state playground had to be closed because they found mice. That made the headlines, folks. It's a park. There's going to be mice. So spray it down so the kids can go back and play. Now, here's something that's really weird, folks. A 51-year-old Qantar Airlines pilot died on board a flight. Now, mind you, he was off duty. But the weird thing about this story, folks, it's the third unrelated incident in the last week. So 3 people have died. That's weird stuff, man. Crazy, right? You never know. There's always another story. It's like, my God, everything that's happening in this country lately, it's like, what the shit? I can't phantom the stuff that goes on in this country. Better mice than crack pipes and needles. Hey, Michael, you got that right, brother. Back to blue. Hope to see you soon, buddy. Isn't that crazy stuff? Elon Musk, whether you love him or not, he's a very, very, very powerful man, and nobody can touch him. But he demands and he's calling out for the Epstein's Island client list. This list needs to be made public. The Kennedy assassination needs to be made public. This Epstein's Island, we've been talking about it. Nobody wants to say nothing about it. We know the story, the people that were on it. Why won't they release the list? Why haven't they even thrown one guy or gal to the dogs? Because everybody that's in power right now, the new regime, whether it's politics, Hollywood, have been on this island. And you know what happens on this island. And if Elon Musk can't get that list released, nobody can. Or maybe former President Donald Trump if he runs again, if he becomes president again. We're living in a twilight zone, Roseanne. It was great seeing you too yesterday, honey. Thank you for that. I love this quote sent in by Mary from St. Charles. No one else is supposed to understand your calling. It wasn't a conference call. Nobody knows what everybody's going through. Just because we're smiling all the time doesn't mean that there's a lot of stuff that we people go through. You know, thank God they got shows or music or friends or whatever to get together and have a good time. That's important. General, great seeing you and Jan. Thank you. I love the mugshot too. Can't wait to get the t-shirt. It's only the communist or socialist country keeps things known. USA doing the same thing. Yeah, Emil. It's sad. You're watching Ocean's Pit. We got some birthdays. So let's go down the line. For all you wrestling fans, Killer Kowalski celebrates a birthday. Alan Reed, he was the voice of Fred Flintstone, celebrating a birthday. Jackie Del Shannon, great singer. Put a little love in your heart, celebrating a birthday. Steve Smith, former drummer of Santana and Journey, celebrating a birthday, folks. Oh, yes, yes, yes. James Burton, one of the guitar players from the Wrecking Crew. What a great musicians, and played on all the big giant songs. You got to love them, folks. Barbara Eden, Jeannie. I think she's 93 or something like that. Barbara Eden. Who would ever think she'd get that old? Connie Chung from CBS turned 77 years old. Roland Ozendahl, one of the singers from the band Tears for Fears, celebrates her birthday. How about Sister Jean from Loyola University, turns 104 years old. Happy birthday, Sister Jean. Jamie Jameson, one of the great voices from Indiana, used to be with the band Survivor. Of course, he passed away. Jamie, one of the best voices in rock and roll. Rob Hutfield from Judas Priest, celebrating a birthday. Comic Dave Chappelle, celebrate a birthday, folks. Chaim Witz, better known as Gene Simmons from Kiss, the Demon God, celebrating a birthday. One of the great producers of one of the greatest TV shows ever, The Jeffersons, All in the Family, Sanford and Son, the great Norman Lear, celebrating a birthday. You gotta love it, folks. Sean Connery, 007, celebrating a birthday, folks. Yes. And let's not forget the great late Jimmy Sands from Shadows of the Night. They did a big birthday celebration for him yesterday. The man behind the voice of Gloria, Jimmy Sands, who passed away last year, celebrating a birthday too, folks. Very sad when he passed away, Jimmy. Great guy. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Let us show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great, great day. 92, 93. Thank you, Albert. How about some stuff? Let's go to the phone here and find out some stuff. Las Vegas. You go there. See some shows. Get some food. Gamble. Have some fun. Well, folks, this is the dose. This is from a link from the Dose of Travels. Southern Nevada Health District posted these hotels all have bed bugs. Caesar's Palace, Planet Hollywood, Circus, Palazzo, Tropicana, MGM Grand, and the Sahara. This is from the Southern Nevada Health District Post. Bed bugs in all these hotel rooms. Just because it looks great when you walk in, got to get one of those lights. And, horrible. Horrible. All the money they make, take care of those rooms. Clean them. Right, Mary? You seen that too? It's disgusting. Kathy, how you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. All right. I want you guys to think about this. Remember that feeling you got when the second plane hit the Twin Towers? And then you finally realized what was going on? Ladies and gentlemen, we should all be feeling that again right now because what's going on in this country. We should all be feeling that right now. Johnny G, former vet, fought for our country, great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. His post: I would rather talk to you at 3 o'clock in the morning than at your funeral. Nothing worse than losing a friend because they didn't think they had anyone to talk to. I love this. Remember that. I have friends, acquaintances, my phone, my home. We're always open. You know where we're at. And if you're out there and you need help, you need to talk to somebody, you know where we're at. There's my number right there, 847-769-8609. Everybody out there needs someone to talk to. Everybody is important. Everyone is special. Everyone has a talent for what they do. No matter what your job is, it's a talent. Don't feel that you're alone out there, man. Don't feel that you're alone. I'd rather talk to you on the phone. Stop the texting shit. Pick up the phone. How you doing? What's going on? Let's meet for some coffee. Hope you're doing well. Let's do this. It's very sad when you find out that someone died because they felt alone, and then you got to see him at the funeral. Great post, Johnny. Great post. Here's a question. I never even thought about this. Maybe we can do it now. I'm asking everybody now. Listen up. What is the average amount of years you've worked since you left high school? So I'm asking everybody that's watching right now. How many years have you worked since you left high school? Now, I left high school in 81. I always had work part-time. I mean, horrible jobs. I remember I worked at Caputo's once before they had the cash register. Everything was on paper bags. 2 apples. You know, I was giving back wrong change. I mean, it was brutal. Anyway, then I worked at a place called Wagner Shoe Corral in the River Forest on North Avenue. Dennis says 50 years. Michelangelo, 43 years. Last day to sign up for Sue, a Facebook page using for your information. There you go. Thank you, Dennis. Ryan Lewis left high school in 2006. Mary said she's been working 43 years. So I just celebrated my 31st anniversary in May as Tony Ocean, but I've been working, I'd have to say about 45, 40 years too. I was working even in high school. So now I feel old. 45 years working since high school. There you go, Robin. Great seeing you yesterday. Thank you at Village Tavern, my dear friend. Thank you. So 45 years, 40, almost the same. 50 years. Peanut, 39 years. Pretty cool. Very, very cool. What bad thing do musicians do to society that they never want to pay musicians? What did we do? What does musicians do so bad that some people say, what? 300? 500? Just for two of you? For 3 hours? 800? What? Why? What did we do? You think about this, folks. Some restaurants probably don't need the entertainment, and they do it for their regulars, and they do it to bring in business. Some places need the entertainment or the restaurant's shot. Musicians are very important. It helps. It breaks the monotony. You bring in different acts. I'm lucky. Some of these great restaurants I work for, they're great people. They do their job. They're loyal. But sometimes you go to a place and what? That much for 6 hours? What? So I don't know. What have you? Well, thank you, Michael, for your kind words. All entertainers are priceless. All entertainers that perform for a living or part-time or whatever it is, they all bring a special talent. They're all very special. And they're not all the same. I'm not talking about the 815 Elvis guys or the 15 Beatle guys or the 50. I'm talking about every other. They're all the same. They're all very talented. But what I mean to say is everybody has their own talent, no matter what. And they all should be paid for what they do. But unfortunately, sometimes I know a lot of people that you think about it, if an entertainer doesn't bring in people to that restaurant, well, there's a difference in price there. That's important too. Is this you? It's me. Pack 2 hours before I leave every trip. My wife, 2 days before, she's packing. Me, I wake up, pack, throw everything in bags, and go. Me, when I get back, it takes me 2 months to put everything away. Brutal on my bed like this. My wife goes, "We just got back," right? How many people do that? You pack everything like an hour before you leave, and then when it stays in your room and stuff like a month after. Nanette, hi, honey. I hope you're doing well, my dear. A lot of these restaurants have crappy food. We only go for the entertainment. Okay, well, there you go, Franny. Tommy D, what's up, brother? Welcome. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Tonight, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Tomorrow, Taverna on Division. Sunday, Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. Next Friday, Taste of Melrose. Next Saturday, Septemberfest in Schaumburg. And next Sunday, folks, at the Thirsty Parrot in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Oh, it's just great. Nina, great seeing you yesterday at Village Tavern when we did our live remote. Now, if you want Ocean's Pit to come to your restaurant and do a live remote at 12 o'clock, private message me or call me. We do one once a month. We go to different restaurants and people come and enjoy a little live remote action, be part of the live audience. My buddy Dimitri sent this in. Dissing me is like masturbating. It seems like a good idea until you finish and realize you just yourself. A little humor for lunch, folks. It's been sad and serious the whole last, so let's have a little fun. Travel. I love that word. Travel. Tony Toto says, what's so funny is that I tell them a quote, they freak out. They say, how many members do you have in the band? That's it, 4 people, right? You can't win, Double T. You can't win. Travel. You have to do it. You need to take the time and do it. Get out, travel. Midwest, there's a lot of stuff in the Midwest if you don't want to go out of the country. We had an offer to do Taiwan now in the works. Looks like this might happen. I'm ready to get out of country. I'll do it. You need to get up and travel. My dad died at 58 years old, and the whole time I've said, I'm going to do this when I retire, and I'm going to do this when I retire, and I'm going to do so. No, do it now. You people got sick leave, you got vacation time, go. Travel, because money returns, time doesn't. Money you'll get back, God willing, but time we don't have. We don't have. Try new places. Don't go back to the same old places over and over and over. Explore. Get out of the house. Holy cow. Take the family. Good point. Study finds that 100% of men would eat any kind of fruit given to them by a naked woman. Why, Adam? Why did you eat the apple? Because she was standing there naked. So, study shows 100% of men will eat any fruit that a woman gives you if she's standing there naked next to you. Some more fun, folks. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Hillary, I don't care who the hell you are, but no one has 56 friends that committed suicide. 56 friends of former First Lady Hillary Clinton, friends. 56 of them have committed suicide. That's suspicious. You can't make this up, folks. 56 friends of hers have committed suicide. Michelle, how you doing, my dear friend? You can't make this shit up. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that her chef and Obama's chef both drowned? What's the chances of two chefs drowning in both the same political party? Their chefs drowned because they know too much. That's why they drowned. Open your eyes, America. End the wokeness. Bud Light sales are down 26%. Target just had its first sales drop in 6 years. Disney lost $1.9 billion at the box office over the last 15 months. Keep hitting them where it hurts. That's the only way we're going to end this thing called wokeness. True. That's facts, folks. Facts. I don't know. Sometimes it gets to me. I just don't get it, folks. Don't get it. Alice Cooper, great rock and roller, says, and he quotes, I find it wrong when you got a 6-year-old kid who just wants to play and have fun, and we're confusing him, telling him or her that you could be a girl or a boy if you want to be at 6 years old. They want to play at 6 years old. They want to make toys. They want to break things. They want to be kids. Let them grow up before they make serious decisions. Alice Cooper quoted that. Alice Cooper, whether you like him or not, great quote and right on the dime. I don't care what people do with themselves, their bodies when they get to a certain age, but not when they're little kids. It's the same record I'm going to throw down your throat because it keeps happening and nobody said, oh, it's okay. It's not okay. Patrice, how you doing, my dear? Michael, they want to brainwash you. Now listen to this. Albert Einstein, one of the most smartest men ever in the world, right? That's a fact, proven fact. 133 million registered United States voters. Say it again. 133 million registered United States voters. 74 million for former President Donald Trump. 81 million for President Joe Biden. 74 plus 81 equals 155 million. You don't need to be Einstein to see voter fraud, folks. 74 million Trump had, 81 million Biden had. You add it up, it's 155 million, not 133 million. One last thing. All the evidence we have on our president right now, no investigations. You have no evidence on former president, and it's all investigations. That's what gets me. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It's just not fair. If you do it to one, you got to do it to the other, no? To make it fair. Drinking out of the hose. Guess I'm dead. There you go, Dennis. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Montana became the first state to ban drag reading for children in school. Come on. Let them be kids. Every time you turn on, there's a different story. All right, about food. Angelo's Caputo's, folks, opening their 10th store in Norwich, folks, opening next week. Caputo's. Congratulations in Norwich. My good friend Pam and Dave. Pam, your son's birthday, Ryan, 27 years old. Happy birthday. Now, women out there, I got one for you. There are two ways to argue with a woman. Two ways. And none of them are the right ones. Happy wife, happy life. Love that quote. Hey, folks, if you remember Bird Nest Chicken Restaurant, Chicken Wings, number one, they're opening one in Arlington Heights. Bird Nest Chicken Wings. A lot of people talk about it. Should be very interesting. Mike Restivo and Mindy Restivo, if you're watching, Michael from Mojo's Jukebox, A Mistaken Identity, him and his lovely wife celebrating 4-year wedding anniversary. Congratulations, Michael and Mindy. The wrestling world lost two great legends, folks. Former legend, of course, the great Terry Funk passed away. He was an older man, but a great wrestler. If you watched the WWF back in the day, Terry Funk. Also, Bray Wyatt also passed away, folks. Actually, Wyndham Rotan was his real name. Bray Wyatt died at the age of 36 years old. This just happened yesterday. Very, very, very sad in the wrestling world, folks. If you like wrestling, which I do. Happy birthday to Rick Springfield. Jesse's Girl celebrates a birthday. Keith Moon, former drummer of The Who. One of the great drummers, passed away, of course, but his birthday, Keith Moon. And speaking of wrestling, happy birthday to the captain himself, Vince McMahon. Of course, Vince McMahon, the CEO of WWF Wrestling. Kobe Bryant Day was yesterday. Kobe Bryant, the former Los Angeles Laker, of course, who died on a helicopter crash. Albert, seen him yesterday, sent me a quote about Superdog hot dogs. Boy, a hot dog now at Superdog with the pickle and French fries, $8.98 plus tax. $9 for a hot dog, folks, at Superdog. And like Albert said, I guess she's going to go to Gene and Jude's. I know prices go up for everything, folks, but come on. It's a hot dog. It's a hot dog. And who knows what's even in that hot dog meat? You could be eating rat, possum, dog, cat, bird. $9. Hotel prices are going up now. And now, folks, remember early check-ins? No problem. If the room is open, they let you in. Now it's $50 they're going to charge you for early check-ins. We're talking about major hotels now. And late checkouts is another $50 at these hotels. National Waffle Day for all you people that like waffles. I don't care for waffles. But we're just talking about that Maui fire earlier. Now, this is a weird. Oprah's house didn't get touched. One of the churches, that just tells you what God's doing. The church was not touched. But listen to this, folks. When all this was going down, no 911 worked. That numbers didn't work. No sirens when the fires, folks. The fire hydrants had no water in them. Wake up. No water in the fire hydrants? No 911 working? No sirens when there's fires? It's another thing we're going to find out 30 years from now. We won't be here. The truth of what's going on all over the world. We're talking about fires. Now, you're going to hear fires. The town freaks out, 911, fire hydrants, sirens. That's what happens with fires. Nothing in Maui, folks. Taylor Swift, if you're a fan or not. This I find is a little weird, according to NBC. A security guard who went viral watching Taylor Swift. He was singing along with her songs, because it went viral, she fired him. The security guard got fired. Maybe because she didn't think he was doing his job. I mean, come on. He's singing, he's happy, he likes your music. You should be happy of that. Crazy shit. You know what I'm excited for? I've never been to this. I just found out about this. Maybe you guys have found out. You know, there's taste of this and taste of that. Greek Fest, Italian Fest, Polish Fest, Native American Fest, African American Fest, Mexican Fest. They have all that, right? Cool. Irish Fest. Great. September 7th through the 9th, it's called Taste of Iceland in Chicago. I love Iceland. I've never been there, but I see the stories. I watch the shows. And I'd like to see, has anybody been to the Taste of Iceland? What is that in the city of Chicago? It happens September 7th through September 9th. I'd like to find out more about the Taste of Iceland. There's a show I watch called People of the North about Norway, and they show the hotels and food and stuff that you can do in Norway. Michael, I've never heard of it. Michael, you're a police officer. I figure you might have heard of it, called Taste of Iceland. I got to find out. I think that would be kind of cool to do something different, folks. From the Little House of the Prairie, remember the show from the 70s? Hersha Patton passed away at the age of 78 years old. Bob Felder, he was a songwriter, wrote a lot of songs in the 60s. One of the big songs he ever wrote was My Boyfriend's Back and There's Gonna Be Trouble. Hey, la. Anyway, the author and writer of that song dies at the age of 83 years old. Tucker Carlson interviewed former President Donald Trump. Truth Social. Did you see the views, folks? 154.7 million views, folks. 154.7 million views tuned in to watch this interview. Wow, that's staggering. Speaking of former President of the United States, Kamala Harris, ladies and gentlemen, grounded in Asia due to a mysterious illness, Havana syndrome. No word yet if she was affected. We don't know, but this has happened to the Vice President, Kamala Harris. I haven't heard this was on social media, so I don't know. Folks, it comes to the end of the hour and the end of the week for me. It's been a great week. Thank you all my guests, Lenny Rago. Thank you, of course, Village Tavern and beautiful Schaumburg for those great chicken wing fingers. Thank you, everybody. Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Now, Monday, we'll give you an update on Mama D and what happened with that meeting that they had with the staff, head of staff, and everybody there at the hospice, which they're doing right now. Helen Tenuta, I hope you're feeling better, my dear. So we're going to give you an update on that. Like I said, a couple of days ago, if you're just tuning in late, Mama D almost passed away because of negligence of one of the workers there, forgot to plug back in her oxygen. Very scary. So there's a lot of stuff going down, but we'll give you an update more on that on Monday's show, folks. We want to just go right to our sponsors, folks. Let's don't forget our good friends from Ace Hardware, folks. Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park in Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Ace is the place. Download the Ace Reward app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers, folks. Remember, Ace, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware, folks. Also, folks, let's not forget, tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with the return of Rhino Ryan with us tonight. Jerry taking a couple days off to rest. Saturday, we'll be with Tony Toto at Taverna on Division, outside patio. It's going to be 75. Hope to see you guys all there, folks. Don't forget, folks, Sunday we'll also be at Ronald Nesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy, 3:30 in the afternoon. Sunday, September 17th, St. Jude's benefit at the Melrose Park Civic Center. Hope you guys can be there. It's a lot of fun. And Sunday, October 29th, Tony Ocean, special tribute to Dean Martin. The very first live concert show is my tribute to Dean. I've always worked with the Rat Pack, but this one's a solo show because Dean Martin's birthday's in October. I'm going to have Nick Hodges in the big band. We're going to have the Gold Diggers. We're going to have mysterious guests. Produced by Ron Onesti. It's going to happen Sunday, October 29th. Write it down. Go to oshows.com and get your tickets. We're going to have the door. Remember, let's go see who's at the door. Special guests. Tribute to Dean Martin. I'm so excited about this. And having Nick, the piano man, of course, with his band backing us up, it's going to be very cool. All right, guys. Buy local. Shop local. Keep supporting regular mom and pop establishments. Keep supporting live entertainment. Be kind to everybody. Have a great weekend. Go out and enjoy life. Life is too damn short. I should have went here. I should have did this. Not shoulda. Do it. Get out and do it. The great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. We need it more than ever, folks. Nick Hodges.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless you. I love you all. Bye-bye.